Easy victory.
Wow, nothing's ever easy, you know. But yeah, it's quite
You said this morning you were going to be very committed to it, and it looks so it's worked out.
yeah, totally. As I said, I was very focused on determined the attack to the work goal, and that's the plan. Build a healthy base, which we did. We did bend the steering and suspension at the first stage because of it, but the guys have straightened it, and we bent again, straightened it, and bent again. So we're here, but the steering is a wee behind the tool, but we're finished.
We'd like to go over there, follow Stephen and Andrew and
Thank you.
I'll do that camera.
how's the day been, buddy?
All right.
On stages?
No.
Keep all your gears on, show them gears.
The end of the Cars Recovery Granite City Rally, and I have with me the winners of the 205 Ecosse Challenge, Tom and Sue Hind. Now, Tom, turning to you first, there was a bit of banter and to and fro between yourself and Sean about the opposition that was going to be on today, but you want to just tell us how the day developed? It all happened in the first stage, but how did it develop, and how did it develop for you specifically?
Who know me by now, there's always a bit of banter from myself. It's just part of the psychological side of things, I suppose, and just to keep the edge on the competition, and that's a bit of fun more than anything else, trying to use the old head to my advantage. We decided to set off from the word go. We were very focused, very determined to really attack from the first corner, really, and that was the plan. And we're sitting in the queue ready to start the stage, and unfortunately Sean broke his clutch cable, and my main competition unfortunately was gone, which is a real shame. I really feel for Sean, but I'm sure he'll come back, he'll bounce back, and he'll come back strong and shows, you know, that he is a talented driver, and we'll get that clean run against each other one of these days and have a right good battle. Because I attacked in the first stage, we went a bit too fast into a couple of serious corners, and because of the speed I was carrying, I had to try and straight line them because I wasn't coming round them. And the left-hander after the right, we just took too much and caught something in the undergrowth, and which bent the wishbone, the track rod end, the drop links, pretty much bent everything in that area. So it was quite a handful thereafter, because on the left-handers it would understeer, and the right-handers it would oversteer, and getting up the straight I just wanted to keep pulling to right. So my wrists are a bit sore today, shall we say, to say the least. Not for what maybe some people might think, but from trying to hold on to the car. So after that it was really just a case of keeping the focus, because we didn't know what the competition was doing behind, and just keep attacking, you know, driving the car as fast as I could with the way it was handling, and we reached service, it proved to be, we were in a comfortable lead, and then thereafter in the afternoon it was a case of maintaining that, but the steering did progressively get worse, and then come the last stage it was actually quite a handful, and it just didn't feel comfortable, so we decided to just back off, get the car through the stage, because it was that bad I thought it was just going to collapse, but fortunately it didn't. We got here, we got up the road, and yeah, delighted. It's getting used to the champagne. We could long may it continue.
Okay, now, so that's 2 rounds of the championship complete, and you've dominated both. So what's happening next? How's the rest of the season looking?
Completely committed to the season, and we're looking forward to doing all the rounds of the championship. The unfortunate thing for us for the next round, which is the Scottish, we had booked up a holiday a couple of years ago and committed to go to France, and unfortunately we're away for the Scottish, so we are going to miss it. Without sounding, sounds awful, but yeah, somebody else will be able to spray the champagne that day, and trust me, I would have liked to go in for the 3 in a row. That would have been nice on the cake for me, just to get the 3 in a row. But I'll be back after that for the Argyll.
And turning to Sue now, so the Aberdeen forests are not unfamiliar to you, being a local resident, but this is the first time you've been through in the 205. So how were the stages today, and how did the 205 behave today?
The day went very well, actually. Obviously disappointed for Sean when they didn't start, but the first 3 stages were absolutely superb. Really good surface. Tom got into a really good driving style, and we were going really quite quickly. Apart from the fact that we bent things, he was driving the car very, very well. Service, the guys kind of unbent things a bit and tried to sort it.
It's a technical phrase, unbent things a bit.
Sorry, being a woman, you see. And then Blackhall was stage 4, very, very rough, really rough through there. So we backed off a bit so we didn't do any more damage. Stage 5 had a fair bit of rough in there as well, quite surprisingly so, because we'd watched the DVD many, many times over the last few weeks. And stage 6 was fantastic, although we had a wee discussion in the car, shall we say, when Mr. Hine decided that he had to slow down and wanted to discuss it when we were coming to quite a complex set of corners. But that's all on the video for the guys to watch. But yeah, Forest have been excellent. I feel that the way that the rally's been set up this year is absolutely superb. Doing 3 stages, going to service and doing 3 more, which means that you're actually on the pace all day. Nice early finish, and living locally, we can actually go for a shower now and get clean for tonight. But thank you very much to you guys. Cracking championship. Thank you.
So on that, I would just like to thank you both, and well done, and more points on the board.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how has the day been for you? Okay. Yeah, we thought we'd well on the people. Allswell, Innswell, we've got to finish these events to do well. That's something good, mate. So it's all good. Good points in the championship there. First points we've got this year. Maximum. All counts. I think they've got some champagne for you to spray or drink or whatever you want to do. We'll be drinking it. Oh, there you are. Well, I'm not sure where it's come from though, so.
Don't pass the extended.
Don't bend it.
Barry?
Okay, I'm now here with Grant Ingalls and Robert Gray at the end of the Cars Recovery Granite City Rally. They are our winners today of the Civic Ecosse Challenge. Congratulations, guys. It's been a long day, some excellent stages, I believe, but you've obviously got your own story. So if you can just tell me how the day went for you.
It was a kind of unusual day, a bit of everything involved. We got back to service quite a long way off the pace, quite technical stages, so we're not really technical people, and it kind of caught us out a wee bit. So it felt as it was quite slow in the morning, and again it's almost like a game of 2 halves. So the afternoon was better, kinder to us. We got around, quite enjoyed it, put a smile back in our face, and it all planned out. Obviously Graham his day went downhill fairly rapidly. The 5th stage near the end, it's quite unfortunate. I don't know, judging by times it's maybe his turbo that was away, I don't know. He had the bonnet up and it was near the end, so he was in a different class today, so his misfortunes are good luck, so we picked up the points. The afternoon was an awful lot better than the morning.
Now, this gives us an interesting position in the championship with Billy Davidson leading and you and Graham Schoeneville lying in second. So how does this pan out for the rest of the season?
The rest of the season's it's a long way. You don't tend to plan too far in advance. The last round at the Borders obviously didn't go according to plan. We get 0 points after heading the bank, so it does put a spring back in your step, picking up the points today. It does make a difference, puts a wee smile back on you. Like I say, I wasn't too happy at service when I seen how much time we were losing, but here we are at the end of the day, and we've picked up maximum points, so it does put a smile on your face, and it gives you a wee bit of impetus for the next round, so it's bring it on. Quite looking forward to it now. And
the other guy that kind of surprised everyone today was young Graham Smith, kind of flying the last stage. What's your thought on that one?
Great. Again, it's good to have another Civic out. We're obviously still learning the boundaries of this front wheel drive malarkey, how quickly you can get into corners and get out of corners, and how you should be going into corners. So we're still trying to pick things up, and Graham certainly came on the scene, and he's put in some good times. So he took a few seconds off us in most of the stages where it was going well. So that should be a good battle as well when he gets up to speed and sorts out his gremlins.
So as a man who has given up the wheels driving at the back end and gone to the wheels driving at the front end, how are you viewing that decision now?
I'm enjoying it. I'm getting there. I'm still having to think about what I'm doing rather than the Escort. It took care of itself. And you were keep the foot down the whole time, and it sorted itself out. The Civic, let's say we were trying left foot braking, we were trying hand brakes, we were trying going a wee bit faster into corners, a wee bit slower into corners, how to get the hairpins going. So it's a big learning curve, but I'm enjoying it. And it's a great wee class to be involved in and get a good battle with every day.
And Robert, to you, you're not unfamiliar with the Aberdeen stages, but I think obviously they were very dry in that today. How did you find the forests and the routes through them today?
This is my second or third time through these stages. Second time in this championship. I think we got fourth last season. So to win this year's a big boost. The stages were very rough in stages, our parts rather. Very dry, slippy. So there's a mixture of all sorts in it.
Well, I'd like to thank you guys and congratulations on the result, and bring on the Scottish.
Thank you very much. Yeah, look forward to it.
Thank you.